I'm going to start with the yoke. So I'm going to be folding this into two, just like this. Decide to use ashoke for the yoke. If you want to use ashoke for the yoke, it's just for you to join your ashoke and make it wide so that you'll be able to cut it. So I'm going to cut this on the lining. So this is the guideline. So from this point now, I'm going to measure upward my waist length plus 3 inches. My waist length is 17 plus 3, that will be 20. Okay, so this is 20 inches. I'm going to mark it. And from here, I'm going to measure inward my shoulder. My shoulder is 8 inches. So I'll mark the 8 inches. So because it's going to have pleating around the shoulder area, I'm going to minus half so that the pleats can sit nicely on my shoulder. So instead of using, I'm going to roll it all the way down to the lower part, just like this. Now I'll go inward by 2.75, just like this. And I'm going to roll it. Instead of me to roll it straight like this, I'm going to tilt it a bit, just like this. Can you see? Then the length of this is going to be 4.5 inches, 4.5 inches. If your neckline is not big, you can use 4 instead of 4.5 that I'm using here. And then the width of this is going to be 2.5, 2.5. Okay, it's going to be 2.5, just 2.5 like this, and then you're going to connect it back to this point. Can you see? Just connect it back to this point like this. Then the next thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to mark, and that's it. Okay, so the next thing now is just to measure downward the neck depth that I want. Okay, whatever neck depth you want to do is totally fine. So I'm going to do 8.5. I'm going to do 8.5, and then I'm going to connect. You can do V, you can do U, any shape that you desire. That's what you can do here, but I'm keeping it at V neckline, as V necklines. Okay, so for a better fit, I'm just going to make them two. I want the V, let the V just be like this. See, it's like this, and then blend with that line nicely. Okay, look at it. All right, so for this lower part, it's having like a V shape. Okay, so here I'm just going to go upward by 2.5, 2.5, and I'm going to connect. I'll connect like that. Please adjust your neck depth according to your preference. Okay, also because Yinka is doing this, you must do it. Okay, you must not do exactly what I did. So now that you have this, you open it up. You're going to fuse it with your interfacing. Fuse it with your interfacing, and then if you want it to be cut on your ashoke, it's just for you to join your ashoke together and then place this to cut it out. But I'm going to use the same fabric, so we'll leave it at this. So the next thing I'm just going to do now is just to turn this. So I'll place the lining on top of it. I'll go to the sewing machine. I'll go ahead, I'll stitch the neckline, only the neckline. That's where you're going to stitch. A very big shout out to all my channel supporters. Thank you so much for supporting me on this channel. You can be part of this channel supporters by just clicking that join button that is next to the subscriber button, and then you become part of the sweet family. So I'll go to the sewing machine now. This lining and everything, I'll just go and top stitch on it so that they can remain together in one single piece. So this is ready. We'll keep it aside. You can use Gupion, you can use Mikado, you can use Damask, you can use brocade, you can use anything that your heart desire to use, but don't use lightweight so that it can stand. If you use lightweight fabric, it's not going to stand. So from the M line, I'll measure upward the length of my gown with my seam allowance. So my gown length is 60 plus allowance. I'm going to do 61 and a half, 61.5. I have it here. Can you see? So the next thing now is a cowl. So you measure where you want the cowl to start from. So for the cowl, I want it to start at around 40 inches, around 40 inches. Okay, and it's not a fitted kind of cowl. So here I'm going to put my hip circumference. This place now, from here to here is 40, and here I'll just put my hip divided by 4 plus extra 5 inches because it's free, it's not tight. Okay, so I'll roll it from there all the way to the end line, and then just create like a cuff here, like this. Can you see the cuff? So that's how you do it. So it's going to have elastic around the arm circumference. So for that purpose, I'm going to do 15 inches. So from the top, I'll just measure 15 inches, and I'll just come in from that point. I'll come in by 1 or 1.5. I'll come in by 1.5 from this point now. I'll come in by 1.5, and I'll just connect it. Get this round shape, very important. Just get this round shape. Ignore the first one. Just get this round shape. Not the way we used to cut our cow kaftan. Yes, that's what I've done. So come in by 1.5 and create like a round shape all the way down. Okay. See, your neck width is going to be from here. So just fold this thing into 2. The neck width is 4 inches. And you see, from here to here is your neck width. So you can just use it to gauge it so that you can be accurate. Just place it like this on top and mark wherever is top. See here, just mark it. Okay. Then the neck depth. For the neck depth, depends on how low you want it though. I'm going to make the neck depth to be 1/2 inch. I'm going to make the neck depth to be 1/2 inch, so I'll connect it. Just connect it like this, and that's it. You go ahead and cut this out. So because I'm going to still be sewing here, I will not cut exactly on this my line. I will just come up by half an inch. That will serve as the same allowance. So this is the back. We are going to be using this back to cut the front. Back on top of it, just like this. So mark exactly where the back is stopping, which is here. Then trace out the shape of your cuff here. Trace it all the way down. You know, trace it all the way down. So the next thing you want to do now, from where the back is stopping, right, measure down the waist length and note it on the front. 17. This is where 17 is. I'll mark it on that part that I said is the front. Okay, so from where the back is stopping here upward, I'll mark my waist, mark my waist length upward. My waist length is 17, so I will also mark that 17 upward. So now this one now depends on you. If you want more fullness around the pleated part, okay, you know, I did 17 exactly my waist length upward now. So you can either leave it like this or you had some extra. So let me just have maybe like extra 5 so that it will be more, and I'll just do it like this. Can you see? Just like this. Okay, so the back, the front is ready. From here to here is 17. They added extra 5 for more fullness. So this is what you are going to do. Don't forget, I said you should mark where the waist length is going to stop, right here. My waist length is stopping here. From the shoulder, measure your waist length downward. So we are going to be slitting here. From here like this, you slit it, remove the back, slit it all the way to this point. Okay, then because at the end of the day, after sewing, so the neck width is so you measure word at this point. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. Remove this. The back work is done. This is the shoulder line. From here to here is 17. That is your waistline, so use your own. Okay, this is 17, but we are going to be sewing later, so come up by that place by half inch. That will serve as your seam allowance. So we're going to create like a shape here like this all the way to this point. Okay, just this curved shape. Just like a U shape all the way to the top, and we're going to cut it off. Can you see? Okay, so let me place the back on it so that I can just cut out. So I'll just cut out the shape of the side seam because they need to be equal at the side seam. So here I'm going to slant it a little bit so that it's not going to be too bulky. So I come down by 5 and then connect it like this. Notch the center of this one. Notch the center of this piece too, because we'll be mashing them together. So open it up. Mash the center to center. Right side to right side. This is the center. Pin it, and then you're going to create pleats. Just create your pleats round like this, all the way like this. Okay, do the same thing to the second side. So let's do it in the same machine. So make sure you nicely distribute your pleats also gather if you want. But you already know it is faster than gathers. Just doing like a small pleat, not a very bold pleat.
Also place the second side.
So this is how it looks. Can you see? So you're going to put belt inside so that you can use it to cinch and smash your waist. So you're going to just cut belt and then just put it inside. You know, the belt is just going to make it to smash your waist very well, so don't skip it. Make sure you attach the belt, even though if you don't want to use the belt later, just put the belt there, just like this. Nice. So the belt will enable it to snatch your waist nicely. Alright, so the next thing you want to do now is just to join front and back together at the shoulder, and then you close the side and put your elastic. So place the back right on top of it like this. You're going to be sewing them together. Make sure you align the center back with the center of this neck in front like this. Make sure you align it nicely, and then you're going to make your stitch. Okay. So please make sure they are nice and equal. Are you seeing it? Just like this. so they are not really jiving there, like this. Just going to blend and cut it off. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and blend. So I'll go ahead now, I'll create the elastic casing. You know it's going to have elastic, so create the elastic casing and insert the elastic. So next you're going to just insert the elastic inside the elastic hole. So the last thing you're going to do now is just for you to close the side. Okay, just use 1 inch and close the side all the way down. So last thing is just to hem the down part, and that's it. Your gown is ready. Smash that waist and look fabulous. Look elegant. Why maintaining comfort? The nice beautiful color. Ooh. Hello, President Money. If you want Adire, I say beautiful, beautiful Adire at an affordable rate. Okay.